Welcome back, folks. As you can see, we left off where we are with this skeleton spawner. Now, I was trying to figure out what to do. Obviously, I'm going to make a mob trap here. I only have one bucket of water, and I don't think there was any water around me, so it's going to make it a little tricky to do this perfectly. The other factor that I have is that, look at my coordinates. I'm at -7x and -21z. My base is around 146x and -72z. So what that means is that I'm still a little ways off. Now if I had a portal at this point and I could go take a whole bunch of buckets and make a pair of portals and do that, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill up, back up to my house so that I can have a straight shot down here. What that's also going to mean is that I'll be able to just start exploring down here at this level of the dungeon or the cave, so I don't have to traverse all the way through the top section. I just come straight to the bottom and work it that way. So what I'm going to do is this episode is going to be really chunky. It's going to be parts of me working on the trap here and parts of me getting back up to my base and just going back and forth a lot. I'm going to record the whole thing, but I'm probably going to speed up large portions of it to accelerated speed. So for example, I'm digging up to my house. I'm going to make sure that I'm using that at a faster pace, because that's going to be just too fast. I mean, it's going to just take forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to drill my way up. So not this way, but I want to see where that was going. So I'm just going to come over here, work my way up. We will come back down here and we'll do all this stuff, but for right now I just need to get my stuff back up. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to fast forward a lot of this. So anyway, just hang in there. We're going to be doing a couple different things this time around. Hi everybody, Ick here. I was editing out the video here and it took a long time drilling to my house, and there was a bunch of extra stuff that made the runtime on the video extremely long, so I cut out a whole bunch of it. It's just me digging to my house. I do a little bit of caving, but I don't see any monsters. I don't pick up anything. I don't see anything interesting. So I'm going to jump ahead to where I start working on the spawner. So hope you guys don't mind with that. Now, as I said, this episode's going to be a little broken up. I'm going to accelerate a bunch of stuff because to make this trap, it's going to take me a little bit of time. So I'm going to have to do some acceleration on the timing. Oh, that's just an unrendered chunk. Anyway, yeah, I put stairs in here too so I could get up and down a little bit faster, since I might be making a couple runs back and forth. Bonk, 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 bonk. I'm gonna have a headache. Donk, 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 donk. Okay, so the first thing we need to do here is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a drop trap. So I did a little looking on the wiki just to make sure that everything was squared away. So what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna have to raise them up and then drop them so they fall 9 layers below the spawner. I'm going to do 10 just to be safe. So the first thing and also they will spawn below the spawner or 2 spaces above the spawner. So 2 spaces were fine in the air. I should probably take out the chest too. In fact, I will take out the chest and grab all the... Yeah, I'll get it later. Anyway, so what we need to do is we also need to make an 8x8 floor here under the spawner. One thing I do when I mess around with spawners, just because, is sometimes when you take out this bottom, something weird happens. Sometimes they spawn. So I put the torch underneath there just to be safe. So I'm going to make an 8x8 floor. And then what we'll do is we'll turn into a flat area. So get all this cobblestone too while I'm at it. So we'll have to shape this all out. I'm going to speed this all up. So here we go. Okay, so as you can see, we have our 8x8 floor here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's the spawner spot 1, 2. So it's actually 9x9, but that's okay. I mean, I might have to make some adjustments to it as I put in the I put in the spillway for it too. I guess I should get rid of this too now. I'll also need to take out the cobble that's up above it too, so that there's enough room for them to spawn up above it too. So let me now let me drop a chest over here just to get rid of this stuff, because I don't need all this junk. Junk. I'll put that there for now. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Keep the cobble. Don't need that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out the upper space too. So I will accelerate that. Okay, so as you can see, we now have our spawn room. It's high, it goes 2 blocks up. I could probably even take it up 1 more space if I wanted to, but I think I'll be okay. And this is our spawn floor. So the next thing we're going to need to do is that we're going to make a drainage so it will so we can get the mobs to drain into a spot, probably right here in the middle of the floor is how I do it. I'll put up a bucket of water here and a bucket of water here, and then the water will flow towards the hole over here. So if I do this right, if I'm not mistaken, this should create a waterway that'll spill into there. This corner might be a little bit of a problem. The problem, of course, is now if I turn this on, I'm going to make a bunch of skeletons angry at me. Oh, missed this one. And then I'll put a waterway down here too so it'll flow in. Now I'm going to have to experiment with this a little bit because every time I do it, it's always a little tricky. Guess where they're going to eventually fall? Down there. That's where the collection room is going to be. So if they fall in, I should fill in like that, but that's going to take them the wrong direction. So let me tell you something, folks. It is a pain in the butt to try and record on the weekends during the day. I tell you, this has been the most disjointed of my recording sessions ever. Unbelievable. Just can't seem to find the right time to get all the episodes put together and everything, but we're getting there. So, okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this around a little bit. I'm going to do is create a line right here so the water drops the mobs into this, and then we'll flow them back. One thing I do need to make right now is an infinite water source just so I don't have to mess around with this anymore. So we'll just do this right in here, and I can scoop up wherever I want. So I'm going to need more than 2 buckets of water. Did I just mess that up? No. Okay. I was going to say. So I'm not that dumb. Okay. But what I'm going to do here is this will get drilled out. I'm just going to put some torch right here for now. Leave that there. We're going to make a little passageway because this is where I'm going to take the mobs up. I'm also going to employ... Okay, well, that's going to change things around a little bit. I'm going to add a water source right there. I have a feeling they'll just hop out of that, though. Let's see here. Like I said, I got to experiment. I always have to kind of experiment with what I'm doing when I do these. I'm not the most sophisticated with them, but I do have the idea of what I'm trying to do. Okay. So that should take the water. Mobs should fall into here, float on down, go on into there, and then they will go up my elevator. So let me get some more buckets, because we're going to need a lot of buckets. I'm going to need some more wood too. Really? I can't pick up those rocks? Huh, okay. So, I'm gonna leave this, well, I need that right now. So the water will sit up over here, flow down, they'll fall into here, and then go on up the elevator. Should work just like that. I have to play a little game of get this done. Well, let me test my water while I have skeletons everywhere. So let's make sure we don't have any issues with them. Okay, that should be plenty. Shouldn't be an issue. So let's see if I put water there. If I put water here. And let's see if I can put one right in the middle. Yeah, I didn't want them to spawn while I'm sitting here playing in water. Skeletons plus water, not a good combo. Let's put one right in the middle. So, what I will do here, just to make sure, is I'm going to also I'm going to dig these out too, so they'll just fall into there. Yeah. Or, better yet, why don't I just make an entire wall of water? Goes right here, they fall on in, they go in there, they eventually work their way through. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up the water for right now. I don't need it right here, it's just going to get in my way for the time being. Okay, goodbye water. So that's the game plan. They'll just all funnel into here, go on down going down, and presto, we have a mob trap. Alright, let's close these off right now for now. It's gonna be interesting when I try and turn this sucker on, isn't it? Okay, so the next thing I need to do is I need to take the mobs up, and then I will take them back down. So, let's see how we're gonna do this. Like I said, all this I kind of experiment as I go. I'm going to need a lot of fences, or signs. So let's get some signs built. I don't have a crafting table? Thought I did. Okay. Duh, what am I doing? Okay. And fences, or signs. Okay, so I need a bunch of wood. Grab a couple sticks. Nah. Whatever. Okay, 15 should do it for now. Maybe I'll need more later. Okay. So, what I will now do is create a water elevator. Just take the mobs up. And now I'm going to violate a rule. We're going up. Hey, iron, check that out. Lucky us. Okay, so let's dig this up first, then I'll make my drop. Let's do this. A little better idea. This is not going to be an exact science by any means here. It should be, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to try and guesstimate my way up. The appropriate fall is 23. So, someone's going to sit here and be correcting me. I can just tell it. Okay. We'll call that good enough. Because I'm going to have to also make the trap for where they fall in, and I want to make sure they fall below where my spawn floor is, but where I'm close enough so that I will still spawn mobs. So we'll probably take this out sideways and then down. Okay, so let's go on up here. I'll make my floor. So let's say we're going to put them in here, and I'll take them this way. Okay, so they're going to come up put a fence right here, and the water will just shoot them down this way. Hold on, let's test this. Probably gonna open this up right into a giant pit. No, fall. Okay, so there's where our drop point is. I can leave this lit up all I want, because I don't need any spawning up here, because it won't make any difference. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig down here. Okay. And so I don't kill myself, I'll dig down as such. I'll go one every other. Well, how am I going to do this? Well, I know where that's at, so I can just dig that back up and I can put my ladders in, so I'll just come down this way. This should drop me close by. I think the floor was 22. Oh, I messed up, didn't I? Okay. So I gotta fill back in as I go too, just so they fall straight, which may or may not make a difference, honestly. Now, if I remember, there's gonna be a drop floor right underneath this. So what I'm trying to do is stand right on the middle of the two blocks, so I should be safe. Oh, some iron. Gonna get that. I'm gonna have cobblestone to last me now. Okay, fill that back up and keep on digging. I think I said 39, right? I hear water, that means it's probably my trap. This can be lit up too, it doesn't matter. I know there's a giant hole right underneath the spawner. Where am I at? 17. Okay, that should be good. I don't need it to be perfect. Like I said, I don't need it to be perfect. I just want it to be decent enough. So they should fall right here. From here, I will make a kill spot. And this is perfect right here. Oh, this is going to be good because I think that, oh, there's some redstone down there. If I'm not mistaken, my spawner, oh, is up here, isn't it? Okay, so, oh, I just missed. There's where the spawner's at. Here's where the kill floor is going to be, is right here. So I should just be able to beat them up right here. And I'll put a half slab right here so in case any little baby zombies spawn, they're not an issue. That's not going to be enough lower, is it? That's not going to be 9 underneath, is it? Spawner was there, which is on the floor. I could take down another notch, another layer or two. Just to be safe. Let's go down to there. I don't think that'll kill them. Let's, if it does, if they fall and die, then what I'll do is I'll just fill it in, so that won't be an issue. And I know I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best at this, but I mean, I've done it. I can make it work. So I'm just kind of rolling with what I know without using a quote unquote guide to this. I'm not going on. I'm just doing this best guessing this. It's my own rough estimate on how this should work. So I should be able to dig this out. And this should put me, I'm going to open up that right into, where is it? I'm going to dump water on my head, aren't I? Okay, there we go. Okay. I'll adjust all that later. We'll clean all this mess up later. Okay. Make sure there's just a torch in here. I don't need any, no surprises. Okay, so our mobs spawn, they fall into here. Now we need to make the elevator. So this is, I'm just kind of digging this up. And I will go up first, and then I will come back down, and I will lower it. And I'll work my way back down. I'll start at the top. Oh crap, but I only have 2 buckets of water. Okay, this is gonna get a little tedious. Okay, there's our top. Work our way up. Okay. So I want to put a sign here. Don't matter what it says, I'll put this right there. That'll go right over, right to the drop. Okay. So, put water, bucket of water here. Oh wait, let's do this first. I'll take the elevator up. Well, I better be careful with this. So let's put that there. Right on over. They should go up into it and then just flow sideways. I'm hoping. Like I said, we're not perfect here. Now that should create this. So I should fall straight down. Just like that. See how this is going to work? Now let's go get some water. Just take a second. Give me some water. And back up we go. Come here. Yeah, I know. Back and forth, back and forth. Like I said, it is going to be a little redundant. A little tedious, too. So that should be a fence on this one. I didn't miss a spot, did I? I did. Okay. Sorry. There we go. Someone's probably sitting there like, oh, you're doing this all wrong. You're doing this. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? You're doing this. You're going to screw this up. And that might be true. I could see that very easily. I don't make a habit of making these things, but when I do find a skeleton spawner, I like my skeleton spawners because going to the nether is a piece of cake when you have a bow and a bunch of arrows. I like taking a stack with me, and gas are just nothing. So, and we're gonna go there at some point here in the future, and I'll show you how we roll in the nether. But if you go there and you don't have a bow and you're trying to swat at fireballs, that's when it gets difficult. Really difficult. Then you're trying to deal with timing of everything, and it's just, why bother? Just shoot them with an arrow, and especially if you have a an enchanted bow, and then you can one-shot them, and they're nothing. Okay, one more of these. One more of those. Oh, I need one right there too, don't I? No, these flow right on in. So let's flow this in. Flow that in. I took out the torch in there. Okay, so I gotta get that torch. Worked, right? Went all the way in, right? Yeah, it does. So they should go in here. They'll jump, and they'll go on up. If I can jump myself. Okay. So that is our mob trap. That's how it should work. Quote unquote, should work. Torches, torches, torches. What I'm going to do is I'll set these up right here. If I put them on the bottom layer, when I turn the water on, it'll just flush them away. At this point, if I get any of them, it won't be that big of a deal. I can knock these from over here and just jump on out. Okay, so let's make... Hold on, let's close this up a little bit. So I can get in and out of here a little, so I can close it off a little quicker. Oh, get two. 1, 2. Oh, that's getting dark. That's getting dark. Still okay. Hold on, guys. Let's do this. Just, last thing I need is an army of skeletons coming. Wanted to go every other. Okay, that creates that. See where I get, this is where it could get interesting. Looks like we're okay. Looks like we're okay. We're not gonna have an issue with spawning. Let's bust up those torches in the middle on this wall. Looks like we're still okay. Gotta be careful. And then, okay, so when I take out the last one, that'll do it. Okay, so it's about ready to get crazy in here. So, if I put this water right there, that'll take care of that. And that'll take care of those. Hi there, buddy. Yeah, I know. There. Now we should have a mob trap. So let's go see if it works. Should work. I think I'll be close enough to it. It's right up here. I think I'm close enough. So they should just fall right here and I can pick up all the arrows. Let's see if it works. I hear somebody. Alright, I'm going to just accelerate things up a little bit and make sure everything works, okay? That scared the crap out of me. Okay, so it works. It's a little big. So let's take it up a couple levels. I don't want to kill him completely. Let's go up like 2. There we go. We have a winner. Voila, 2 hits with a rock, and boom, we're good to go. We need a little half slab right here though too, just in case. Even though we should be close enough. So let's just hang out and make sure this thing works. We should get some drops in here. I don't know if those 3 skeletons were from when I was standing next to it. Oh! I hear skeletons. I hear skeletons. They're up there. Close this up just because. If I stand right here, maybe a little bit closer to the spawner. I'm going to put a half slab right here. Hey, there we go. See? It works. Okay, 3 hits. I'm going to put a half slab right there just in case. Baby zombie. I can hear them all up there. So they're definitely spawning. You know what? I can just put a crafting table right here because I'm going to be busy right here. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of people pick up their crafting tables. I just, whatever. Who cares? Make a bunch of them. Here, let's make this. Hi there, Mr. Skeleton. Welcome to your death. Boom, 2. Liking it? It works. It works. Half slab. Then I can just beat him like that. I'm going to lower this just so I can get in here a little better angle. In fact, I half slab that myself. Beat him with my half slabs. And there we go. And that's how you make a skeleton spawner. Or a skeleton trap. Now, I probably won't sit here. I won't sit here on camera. Probably, I'll probably just lock myself up and just sit here and collect a bunch of arrows. I got 51 right now, which is actually pretty darn good. I'm amazed that I have that many. But we'll just suck them up. I'm not even worried about the experience. I get a little bit, but I don't even care about it because I'm already level 43. And as I've seen, if you just dig up coal and just play normally, like if I work on my cattle farm, I'll get between breeding cows and killing cows, I'll get to level 20 right like that. So it's not even a big issue. But there we go, folks. We have a skeleton trap, and you know, I don't know what to say. I guess I'm gonna call that an episode. Yeah. Some of them are dying, some of them make it. Thanks, guys. So there we go. Anyway, I will see y'all next time.